everybody. Good morning. It's early. We're leaving for LA. That's it. Got my bag. Hi everybody, it's Dara. It's the last day in London and I'm standing here with Andre and he's funny and he's nice and you have anything to say?
No, I feel awkward.
You feel awkward?
Sorry, I'm not good with this.
Okay, let's take a picture.
No, okay, let's take a photo. Okay, I'm bad with
There's
this.
nothing to say. There's really, I have nothing to say. Can you go like
I'm still videoing.
Okay, hi everybody, it's Dara and today is day 9, headed home to Los Angeles, and it's early in the morning in London and there are people in the streets. We're waiting for a car and here it is, so there's my suitcases ready to go and I'll see you at the airport. Okay, so I'm in the car and I was just thinking about the Love Fest yesterday. It was so amazing, all the beautiful people. I could pretty much name them all. I'm so glad that I stayed home last night to edit the video. It was about an hour and a half of footage. No, an hour and 20 minutes of footage, and now it's a 50-minute video and somebody said, oh thank goodness, it's like a really long episode. It was really beautiful, really nice, and I've just had such a good time here. The weather's been lovely. We haven't gotten really any rain. The skies have been blue. Yes, it's been chilly, but I came super prepared. And just the architecture and everything has just been so refreshing. So I do look forward to coming back, and I think we just further kick-started the movement that's already happening here, where people really know what they're putting in their bodies makes a difference. And even if they're not 100% raw, that's not the point. It's the point that they want to do the very best they can. And it was really just delightful. So thank you all for showing us such a lovely time, a really good experience. And I will show you what's in my bag later. Maybe I'll do a little airplane. But I'm excited to go back, and then I'm excited to plan the next adventure. Okay, I'm in the airport and we're walking through all this perfume section, and I just want to tell you it's so toxic that it's not even funny. Like, I have to cover my mouth and nose. It's so bad. Don't wear perfumes. There are chemicals on your... Okay, I'm coming. It's just so chemical, it's insane. I don't know how people stand here all day. It really, really makes you sick. That's all I want to say. So if you're using any perfumes or colognes, step away from it and use essential oils. Really important. That's cool. Okay, so we're on the way home. Yeah. We got a 10-hour flight ahead of us, and I'm really glad for Tristan because his long legs, he was stuck in the middle seat and he just moved. But in any case, we are ready to fly home. We almost missed the flight. We got here 2 hours early to the airport, and then we just sat hanging out, eating mulberries and fruit and dried mulberries and chocolate, and all of a sudden I was like, Tristan, it's 10:33 and our flight boarded at 10:40, and we were really far from at the other end of the terminal from our gate, so we had to run. But we made it, so we're here, and what a wonderful trip, seriously. Like, I'm just thinking about all the people that I met, and it's gonna take me a little while to just really take in everything that happened so last minute. And think about it, on Tuesday I announced the Love Fest, and then on Saturday there were almost 20 people. It was amazing. We'll film later. Okay. going to show you my trick. Tristan, do you move this? Okay, so yeah, I can see. Okay, so I have hot water and I have a Ticino tea bag, any tea bag you want to use. And I put that in the hot water. And then the trick is I'm using my 4 Sigma Instant Reishi to go in my coffee cup. Now if you don't have a stirrer, I'm going to show you what I do. Ready? Okay. I pour it in. And I use this end and I fold it into a stirrer. Then I stir it up. I look terrible. I look really bad. It's really bad. I don't know if I'm going to post it. And then my container for the stirrer, so as not to get anything messy, is that. Pretty clever. It's a stirrer, right? It's pretty cool.
Why should people have reishi?
People should have reishi because it lifts and calms the spirit. It lifts the heart, calms the spirit. It's an adaptogenic herb, so it'll help protect against environmental stressors. But what an adaptogenic herb does, or a dual directional herb, is that it goes wherever it needs. So if we're really too anxious, it's going to help calm us down. And if we're calm and lethargic, it's going to help lift us up. And literally, when I have reishi, about 4 or 5 hours, I can really feel the difference. Like I feel like heart lifted. And some of the people at the London Love Fest said the same thing to me. They just don't want to do without it. They don't feel right when they don't have their tonic herbs. So which one is the best one for you? There's chaga, which boosts the immune system, and reishi. I don't live without those two. That's what I traveled with, and cordyceps. So we're going to post 4sigma.com so you can have some on the go. It's really, really essential for living in these modern times when everything is so stressful, and there's a lot of not only environmental stressors but toxins. And I think that we need to do everything within our power to get rid of them, because we get them unwittingly. We do not mean to take in some of these toxins, but when we walk into the airport and there's perfumes, or we go into a public bathroom and there's disinfectants, we're getting those chemicals in our system. So raw food helps detoxify them, and herbs help warm our spleen, help warm our digestive tract, help us to not be so cold and damp from eating a raw food diet. So these hot drinks are essential, especially in the winter. Cheers, everybody. Get your tonics on. Okay, so now I feel like I can't yell this. It's too far. You got the whole picture, is that why? Okay, so here's the thing, is that we're on airplane, obviously, and here's food, and it's really nice that they offer a vegetarian box. The thing is, just because it's very vegetarian, and maybe just because it's even vegan, doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. And I'm going to show you why. This is definitely the better option than the totally raw, completely raw trip, 9 days away in London, totally doable. And I feel fantastic, even after a 10-hour plane ride, because I've had all of the things that you saw, and plus some clementines, you didn't see those, and it's pretty amazing to be able to travel this way. I think I have more energy than most people, really, for sure, on the plane. I wasn't going to show you them, but most people don't look very healthy. So see if you can do it. It feels really good. It gives you more energy when you're traveling. So I love you guys. So I will be making videos from LA. Oh my gosh, we're in the airport. I just landed in LA, and this beautiful woman, Danielle, I said I was thirsty, and she just said, here's some water. She gave me a bottle of water. So I walked over to her after the flight. I'm like, let me give you some money. And she said, absolutely not. And I said, here, let me give you my card so you can see what I do. And what'd you say? I know you.
I know you. I know you. You do raw food, don't you?
Isn't that so funny?
And I do raw food.
She's gorgeous.
Yep.
She's 41, and you don't look a day over 25. It's like freaky. She's been in Scotland. She's studying for veterinary medicine. Yes?
Yes.
And we're going to stay in touch, and you're going to keep me posted.
Absolutely.
What you do. Anything else you want to say to the large YouTube family?
Go raw food and listen to this girl.
Thank you. That's awesome.